this area of the market, like sound frequency, is starting to get busy, I would say. I've seen it more and more. I was just in Baden-Baden Medicine Week in Germany, where they put out all these devices from Europe, usually Germany, Switzerland. It's like a big portion of it was frequency, sound therapy, all these different things going on, each one slightly unique over the other with a patent on this versus this, and this is how they do it. What would you say is your benefit, HUSO's benefit over most of what we're seeing on the market?
Well, we are really, we say we're organic tech, essentially. And we use holistic tones for the human voice. So I think a lot of companies now are, digitally producing frequency, binaural beats, and all that stuff's very rife. There's all kinds of very effective methods, but human sound and the way that we do things is more of a holistic treatment instead of a very specific. So it's a very root treatment. There's root and branch, now I'm going back kind of to oriental medicine principles, but
yes,
you're really treating as a holistic tone. You're basically taking that individual and shifting them from an unbalanced state more towards a state of balance. And so that's, when I talk about like customizing those tones and things like that, it's like bringing the body back. So if you can reset the autonomic nervous system, somebody back to that parasympathetic state, they're going to naturally do the processes that the body kicks in for healing, and so, it's basically getting that individual to a state where they're receptive to even their own healing and in a place where they can recover. Because when you're super stressed, and people don't even realize, we've got all these balls in the air, and you think, oh, if I let go of that stress, I'm going to drop all these balls and everything in my life is going to just fall apart.
Yeah. And that's something I've realized as well with just working at the clinic, being around my father for so long. So many people underestimate the ANS, autonomic nervous system, and dysregulation, what it will do. And if you could go about trying to treat your disease or whatever is wrong, but if you can't balance the ANS, nothing will ever shift back into place. And that's why it's so critical. Like, people keep overlooking this. That if you don't get into parasympathetic and sympathetic balance, the whole body goes off. Everything below that, hormonal dysfunction, sleep dysfunction, immune, like all of it starts to deregulate because of that. And so I've always said it's probably one of the most essential things, right next to probably detoxification. Because if you have toxins in the body, that'll always disrupt inflammation, cause all sorts of things. But at the same time, if you have stress, which is almost a toxin in its own self, and you have dysregulation of the ANS, nothing's going to work. Like, don't even try it. Who cares about IVs and procedures if you can't get to that? And that's why I think it's critical that also we find ways to do it, not just in the doctor's office, because we don't have that much time, maybe an hour or two a week, even if we're going for treatments ongoing, but we have to do it at home. And like you said, meditation's not easy. The monkey mind is something that takes very long time to be tamed. People try it and they're just like, it wasn't for me. It's like, well, no, I think it's for everyone. It just takes time. It really takes a lot of practice. So how do we make it easier? Because that's what people want. And I think this is a wonderful way of doing that.